There is the chicken gyros. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be cooking chicken gyros. I'm going to take the chicken, we're going to marinate it, smoke it, make our flatbread, and can basically combine everything into a delicious dish. Not super hard to make, but tastes extremely delicious. So let's head to the kitchen and start marinating the chicken. So I have a large Ziploc bag here, and I'm gonna be using 3 pounds of chicken. So I'm gonna start off with 4 garlic cloves, and I just chop them up. We're gonna throw them in our Ziploc bag. Then we're gonna add some cooking wine. We're gonna add 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, some extra virgin olive oil, 6 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, salt, pepper, some oregano, and I'm just kind of eyeballing this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? And this is our whole mixture. We're gonna seal the top of our bag a little bit, mix it all around, mush the bottom. We wanna get all our ingredients all together, and then we're gonna put in our 2 pounds of chicken, and you guys are gonna see the chicken's gonna get coated with our marinade, and it's gonna look fantastic. Now we're gonna take our Ziploc bag, we're gonna take our boneless chicken breast, and we're just gonna toss it in to our marinade, like so. And they're all in there. We're gonna Ziploc the top, get rid of most of the air. It'll make it easier to toss this around. And now we can just kind of toss the Ziploc around till all the chicken is covered, and you'll be able to see it actually through the wrapper. You can see how it's starting to be coated. We're just gonna keep this process going until our mixture is all over the chicken fully. All right, so our chicken is fully covered with our mixture. We're gonna leave it in the fridge for 2 hours now so the chicken becomes fully infused with flavor. You can see it looks really good, and we're gonna leave it in the fridge for 2 hours. Now we're waiting for our chicken to marinate. We're gonna make our flatbread. So we have a larger bowl. We have half a teaspoon of salt we're gonna throw in, and then we have all-purpose flour we're gonna put in 2 cups. All right, we're gonna take 3/4 cups of milk. We're gonna pour it into a bowl, and we're gonna take 3.5 tablespoons of butter, and we're gonna put them in our bowl as well. And we wanna microwave this bowl until all the mixture is melted. So we're gonna do that now. Now we have our melted milk and butter, and we're going to toss it in here. So we're gonna mix our butter, milk, and flour a little bit before we're ready to knead it. You kind of want to knead it until you get a mix, like a texture like Play-Doh almost. And if it is too dry, just add some more butter and milk, or add more flour if it's too wet, until you get a good consistent texture. So we're just kneading our dough. You want it to be soft like this, and we're just kind of make it into a ball. And then we're gonna put it in parchment paper, and we're gonna let it sit at room temperature for half an hour. So I'm gonna wrap it up in parchment paper now and just kind of let it sit. So it's been a half hour. We're gonna take our dough, we're gonna unwrap it, and we're gonna take it out. We're gonna take a little bit of flour and just kind of sprinkle it. We're gonna cut our dough into 4 equal parts. And then we're gonna take each part of our dough and just kind of roll them up into balls. Now that you have your ball, you're going to flatten it out. So you can use a rolling pin. You basically want to flatten it out thin like a tortilla or a fajita. So I'm just going to use a glass because I have it handy, and I don't want to dig up my rolling pin, because this will do the job. So you don't want to go too thin, you don't want to go too thick. It will look something like this, and you can kind of see the thickness. and we have our tortilla ready to go. We're gonna repeat the process for the other 3 balls. So I have my griddle, I have my stove on medium heat. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of oil. You don't wanna add too much oil, just a tablespoon should do it. And you kinda wanna move the oil around so it kinda covers the whole griddle. If you don't have a griddle, obviously you can use a pan. Now you're gonna take your wraps, we're gonna put one down, we're gonna put the other one down. So you can see how they are cooking. Just gonna flip them around. And you kind of want to cook them for a few minutes on each side until you get a nice brown color. And you can see how they're looking. They're looking really good. All right, so we have our Yoder going. It is set at 225. We have our chicken that we marinated. We're going to take it and we're going to place it on top. And you can tell them they are like super marinated. So we're gonna leave the chicken here for 20-25 minutes. And then we're gonna come and flip them, and then we're gonna put in the probe. We want the temperature, the internal temperature, to sit at 165. That's how we will know they are done. So we'll be back in 20-25 minutes. So while waiting, I prepared some of the things that are gonna go with our chicken gyros. So we have some diced tomatoes, shredded lettuce, and we have a cup of tzatziki. So we're just gonna flip them all now. All right, so we put our thermometer inside. We're gonna let it cook now for the remainder until the internal temperature hits 165. So at least another 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. But when it hits 165, that's when we're gonna take them off. So until then, let's close it up. Our gyro chicken is finally ready to go. There's one thing left to do with them, slice them up. But man, they look good. Just wanna slice it up into small, thin strips. And you can tell, look at the inside. It looks so good. The last thing to do with our chicken gyros is assemble it all. So we're gonna take our pita that we created. We're gonna take our tzatziki, and we're just gonna spread some tzatziki on. So we have our tzatziki. We're gonna take a little bit of lettuce. We're gonna take a little bit of tomatoes. And lastly, we're gonna take a little bit of our chicken. And we fold. There is the chicken gyros. Let's taste it. All right, it is time to taste our chicken gyros. You can see how good it looks. And the seasoning of the chicken, the marinade, you can really taste it. The chicken is so juicy. It tastes so good. It mixes so well with the tzatziki, the lettuce, the tomatoes. The pita bread is like nice and fluffy, and it tastes so light. Very impressed how this tastes. Amazing. Definitely try this recipe. This is chicken gyros. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below. Leave a comment. What's your thoughts? And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.